Good morning, students. My name is Suvas Vora, Assistant Professor of Electrical Department at Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology. Start with the SGP, the Switchgear and Protection Experiment number 3. The aim is to study the microcontroller based overcurrent relay. Now, we are already study about the overcurrent relay. Overcurrent कब कंडीशंस कब अराइज होती है कि जब जो जनरेशन्स लोड है उससे ज़्यादा लोड हो या जो जनरेशन्स है उससे कम हो. सो बेसिकली वी कैन से दैट the electrical power system protections is required for the protections of both the user and the system equipment itself from the fault. Hence, the electrical power system is not allowed to operate without any protections device installed. We know that. So, the power system fault is defined as undesirable conditions, means the overloading, then tripping, noise that occurs in the power system. So, these undesirable conditions such as the short circuited, then current leakage, ground short, overcurrent and over voltage systems. So with the increase the load, the voltage and short circuit duty in the distribution system over the overcurrent relay protections has become more important today. Because of the overcurrent relays, you can see the all type of basic fault like the short circuit, current leakage, ground short, overcurrent relay and over voltage, all are nowadays the protect using of the overcurrent protections relay. So now what is the overcurrent protection systems? So overcurrent relay is the type of the protective relay which operate when the load current exceed a present value. यानी कि जो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू है उससे ज़्यादा हो जाए उस कंडीशंस को बोलते हैं ओवरकरंट रिले. सो इन अ टिपिकल एप्लीकेशंस the overcurrent relay is use the overcurrent protections, then connected to the current transformers, then calibrate to operate at a over and above the special current. So basically here you can see here when the normal conditions, you can see these are the our busbar system, means the power systems. This power system is connected with a circuit breaker. Generally circuit breaker is closed and this current is connected with the cities. Now if the fault is अगर मैं यहाँ पे जो cities है उसकी वैल्यू इस तरह से सेट करता हूँ कि 500 to 5 एम्पियर्स, यानी कि अगर 5000 से ज़्यादा 500 से ज़्यादा एम्पियर करंट फ्लो होगा तब सिटी 5 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा दिखाएगा तब ये ऑपरेट होगी. तो नाउ व्हेन द नॉर्मल कंडीशंस देयर आर द सर्किट ब्रेकर इज क्लोज एंड सिटीज इज सेंस कंटिन्यूसली. नाउ इफ द फॉल्ट इज अराइज हियर्स, अब फॉल्ट कंडीशंस में वी नो दैट द इनफाइनाइट करंट पासिंग थ्रू द सिस्टम्स. सो एट दैट टाइम अब यहाँ पे देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे सिटी क्लोज है और सॉरी सर्किट ब्रेकर कॉन्टैक्ट क्लोज है और यहाँ पे सिटी ओपन है. नाउ फॉल्ट इज अराइज एट दैट टाइम द सिटीज इज सेंस द फॉल्ट करंट, यानी कि ज़्यादा करंट 5 एम्पियर से ज़्यादा हो जाएगा जैसे अभी मैंने एक जो एग्जांपल दिखा है. सो दिस कॉइल इज मीन्स द रिले कॉइल इज एनर्जाइज एंड दिस कॉन्टैक्ट प्लंजर्स विल बी क्लोज्ड एंड दिस बैटरी इज कनेक्टेड विथ द कॉइल and this coil, tripping coil, is energized and open the circuit breakers. So these are the basic overcurrent relay protection systems. So you see here the idea of the power protection system is to isolate the fault in the short time possible. Once the fault occurs, the isolation part take place by the opening or disconnecting the circuit at the faulty sections. So almost all protections device will act automatically when the fault occurs, but that does not mean it protect the electrical equipment. So relay can divided into the three major types. The first one is microprocessor based relay, time delay relay, and numerical relay. In this practical we can study about the microprocessor based relay. So here the apparatus, what is the component is required. So the first one is microcontroller based overcurrent relay setup, then connecting wires. So what is the theory? The overcurrent relay are used to sense the fault current and overload current and trip of the systems. हम जानते हैं कि 3 फेज़ में होता है. पहला जो फॉल्ट होगा वो सेंस करेगा, देन आफ्टर सिग्नल जनरेट करेगा और ट्रिप कर देगा. So the microcontroller is used for the control options. The programming is done in such a way that when the fault current value is above the set value, the relay is closed or open depends on the connections and it trip the circuits. So the overcurrent relay are used. The microcontroller is used for the controller options when the fault current is above or. So tripping of the relay is indicated by the LED and the LCD display the set time, set current, fault current and tripping time. So first one is we can study about the block diagram. So we can sense the current and voltage. So we can use the current sensors, it means the current transducer and voltage transducer. Then after they give the brain, it means the protections relay and the switching device, it means the circuit breakers. So basically we can use the vacuum circuit breakers and circuit breaker module case circuit breakers. So these are the basic model of microcontroller based overcurrent relay. These are the display. Then after this one is the power on off switch. Then auxiliary power means if you can work in the 5 volt or 12 volt. Then this one is the connections or controller. These are the CTs for the sensing the voltage, and these are the BDs, which one is normally contact open or close. So how is the connections? So first one is current source is connected to across the banana connectors L1 and L2 of the VPL1 modules. So here you can see that the CTs is connected for the L1 and L2s. Now the power on the VPL module 1, the microcontroller based overcurrent relay and the LCD display. So the following with the delay of the few seconds between the each display. So first one is microprocessor system is sense the voltage and currents. Then after overcurrent relay, then select the any one means which type of faults. Then after applying the DMT and IDMT relays. These two are the different type of relays. So the selections between the type of relay should be made by pressing the appropriate buttons in the display. The details of the button in the display is first one is select and incrementing, then after select and decrementing, then cursor movement, then enter the reset. So then after how to reset the relay system. So the type of the operations to be carried out is display and select the button of 1 or 2. The first one is DMT, definite minimum time, and the second one is IDMT, inverse definite time, minimum time. So IDMT is selecting by pressing 2 and then set the current of the relay. Unit is to be entered and the LCD is display enter the current, we can here enter the current is 0.1 amperes, so we can set the values is 0.1 to 1.5 amperes. Then after select the relay reset time by using 1, 2 and 3 button. It means that enter the time is 0.1 second and we can set the values is 0.1 to 1 second. Now second step is the button 4 is all the set values are sent to the processor. Now the displays the set current is 00 and actual current is 00. Now set the current values by using the 1, 2 and 3. Here हमने जो देखा कि how to set the values of the buttons. So the set current is 10 and actual current is now 0. So the time multiplier settings value is to be entered and the range of the TMS is 0.1 to 2 seconds and this value entered by using the press force. Here one thing is remember the reset button again set the values and the set the fault current is above the set current, यानी कि हम हर बार चेंज कर सकते हैं. So if the fault current is greater than the set value, the LED display the if the fault current is set value, so the display the current value by the default as. So the set current is 0.1 and the actual current is 0.01 and time is 0.1 second. अब हमने सेट कर दिया है. So the calculate time for the relay tripping is obtained from the formula and the formula is T equal to TMS value into the K upon IS, यानी कि set current raised to alpha minus 1 plus C. Here the IDMT used is of a normal inverse type so that the value of K, alpha and C are constant. Here the K is 0.14, alpha is 0.02 and the capacitor C is 0. I is the fault current and the IS is the set current. Now the next step is the time start to increase from the 0.1 second to until the end of the calculated time in second. Then the relay coil is energized and the trip the relay contact. So the relay is tripping due to the poor current. So now LCD display the message is the ST, यानी कि set time is 0.1 second. So 0.3 30 minutes 30 seconds and the CT is 0.065 second. It means the 0.80. So press the reset button and reset the process and relay tripping actions. So these are the microprocessors is operating over current relay. If any query regarding this experiment, you can contact me. If any questions regarding this experiment, you can mail me. My mail ID and the contact number is in your screen. Thank you.